Welcome to the Daily Energize Podcast, where you'll get a jolt of energy and a quick tip to help you conquer your day. Now here's your host, the Prince of Positivity himself, Spencer Jones.
Hey Energizer, Spencer here. Welcome to this episode of the Daily Energize. I am so incredibly happy to have you here joining me. Thank you so much for hopping in. You've heard me say it before, I'm going to say it again, that you are amazing, you are worthy, you are enough just the way you are. And I hope you keep shining your amazing light with the world, and I'm honored to be part of your journey, hopefully helping you do that. So thank you so much for hopping in. I've had some really cool realizations lately that I wanted to share with you. And one of these is a quote I've heard from Chaz Wilson now, I don't know, past couple years. And that is, hopefully I quote this correctly, but clarity is your permission slip to go fast. Clarity is your permission slip to go fast. And it's an interesting quote that, to have that clarity gives you that permission to be able to speed up things and go faster in life. And I thought, okay, that's a cool quote. And I understand it to a degree. But lately, as in like the last couple months, the clarity that I have had about me and my life, about our business, Jones & Four, and how we serve people and help people and structure it, all of that, I totally see how it's the permission slip to go fast. And I also realize that most people, myself included for many, many years, are not clear. We're actually really muddy and we're really confused about who we are, where we're going, and all that. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not here passing any judgment. But if we want to reach our goals and dreams, we have to get clear on it. So we got to get clear about a lot of things, because clarity, to me, the way I like to say it, right? He says clarity is your permission slip. Awareness, for me, is the first step. That's what I like to say. Awareness is the first step for everything. If you are aware of it, then you could do something about it. So we got to get clear about what that is. So that could be for, what are the energy leaks and drains in your life? Okay, what are those energy vampires that are draining you? If you don't know what they are, how can you do anything about them? First, we need that awareness. So awareness is the first step. And then for me, you have to accept that that's there, because we could be in denial if we want. So first we have to be aware, and then we have to accept, and then we can pick the action we want to do, and then take the action. All right, so we have that structure for me and for energy vampires. What about our destination? Where are we going? Are you clear about where you want to be? What does your life look like in 1 year from now? In 5 years, in 10 years? Do you have clarity of it? And not just clarity of, oh, yep, this is what it looks like, or, I'd like to have this house, or this car, or this relationship. Those are great. Have those things. But what does it not only look like, that's what it looks like, what does it feel like? Once we add feeling, that's such a strong energy, that feeling and emotion. So if you can put yourself, what does it feel like when you have those things? Not just getting those things, but when you have those things, what does that feel like? So now you look at, what does it feel like? And then add the other senses in. Let's strengthen this thing up as much as possible. So what does it look like? What does it feel like, sound like, smell like, taste like? How can you be as specific as possible? Well, how can you be as specific as possible with it? And then that gives you an idea of, okay, this is the direction we're going. Then we have to be clear about where we are. So you see, clarity is everywhere. We need to get crystal clear if we want to move past and beyond. If we're stuck in muddiness, we aren't able to move, or it's a struggle to move forward, and we might not be going in the right direction. Clarity gives you that ability, or that permission slip, as Chaz says, to go fast, right? To go forward. But to have that clarity, you have to be honest. You have to be honest with yourself. And sometimes that means saying things that aren't always the best positive things to you. Like, you messed up here. That was a mistake. Oh, we went the wrong direction. Things that you might not want to hear, but you need to hear to get clarity on it so you can move forward. And sometimes that means owning up to things that you don't want to own up to. That doesn't mean that that's going to be the case all the time, but some of the times it will be. And so, okay, but let's own up to it. The faster we own up to it, we can become aware of it, we can accept it, we can address it, all those things, and move forward. But we have to be honest. So to have that clarity, we have to be honest with ourselves. To have that clarity of the future, we need to be honest with what do we want, what does that look like, and be as clear as we can. Now, sometimes we don't know exactly what that'll feel like, but we can have an idea. I'm not sure what that smells like. Well, we can have an idea, maybe. You put a thought out there. Get as close as you can. It's more of a goal than a destination. Right? That goal is, okay, it's there. If we make it, great. If we don't, great. We've gotten closer to it. It's just a tool to help us go forward. So I invite you, think about where do you need clarity in your life to move forward. And give yourself some time to get clear on it. Start journaling, start writing it down, talk it out with other people. Try to say it as if you're trying to explain it to a 10-year-old. That's how clear and concise it needs to be. You're saying it and trying to convey it to a 10-year-old so they can repeat it back to you. That's how clear it needs to be. And I'll tell you, for me, it takes time, it takes practice, because it rarely happens automatically. But when it hits and it clicks, I fully feel it. And I can share it with others. So let's get clear. All right. Thank you so much for being here and joining me. I love you. I appreciate you. Keep being you and shining bright. So until next time, I will catch you later.